Hey everyone, and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to manage user roles and permissions in CommCare. We'll explore different types of users and their default roles that exist in CommCare. Let's get started. First, let's go to the right place. Log into your HQ account and navigate to the Users section. Click on the Users and then click on Roles and Permissions option. A page will appear that says Manage Roles and Permissions or Add New Custom Roles. As we know, every project space starts with 6 default roles, each with different levels of access. Number 1 is the admin role. This role has full access to the project space on CommCare HQ. As you can see, an admin role has tick option for all the main key areas of application, from web users, mobile workers, to reports and subscription information. They can add, edit, and delete data and manage applications. Number 2 is App Editor role. As the name suggests, this user role is limited to App Builder and Form Builder. They have no access to users, groups, or locations, but they can view exports and reports. Number 3 is Billing Admin role. This role can only access subscription information. Number 4 is Field Implementer role. This role can manage data related to mobile workers, including locations and groups. Number 5 is Read-Only role. This role can access to exports and reports only. And the last one, number 6, is Mobile Worker Default. This role is the default role for mobile workers without an assigned role. Now let's learn about the types of users that exist in CommCare. CommCare users fall into two main categories. Number 1 is mobile workers and number 2 is web users. Each user type interacts with CommCare differently and therefore has different permissions. First, let's talk about mobile workers. Mobile workers are also referred as mobile users who use CommCare Mobile or web apps to collect data. They log in on their devices like phone, tablet, or computer if using web applications to enter and submit data. Mobile workers can log in through two ways. The first way is the standard mode, where mobile workers log in with the username and password to submit the data. And the second way is the demo mode, where for training purposes, they can practice how to use the application without submitting any real data. Now let's talk about web users. Web users typically play a management role in a project, often overseeing data being collected by mobile workers. They use the CommCare HQ website to build application, manage users, and view data. However, web users cannot submit data without a mobile worker account or advanced tools. And there's also a very special hybrid configuration for mobile worker accounts that we offer. In some project space, mobile workers may need to access reports on CommCare HQ, and therefore we have a hybrid configuration for mobile worker accounts. This hybrid setup can be configured using roles and permissions to allow necessary access while keeping data collection functions. Now let's learn about how to configure user roles. You can create some custom project roles and give those roles the desired permissions for accessing key parts of your project space. To create or edit roles, you first have to go to the Users tab over here and then select Roles and Permissions option. So let's do that. Scroll down and click on the option called Add Role. Here, you can add new roles or edit existing ones except for admin. Now let's create a new role that we want to have in our project space and who's called as M&E lead. Now this custom role can have different levels of access. Number one, they can have can edit role. By clicking this, the users can create, edit, and delete data. Number two, they can have a can view role option. Here users can view or see the data but cannot edit it. And number three, they have no access role. Here users cannot see or edit the data. Now let's review the different types of roles and their permissions with the new role that we created, that is M&E lead. Number first is web users. This will allow the user to manage account settings and user access. So let's give this role to M&E lead. If we click on can edit, the can view option automatically gets created because if they can edit the data, they can also view the data. The second one is mobile workers. By having this role, they can create and manage mobile worker accounts. So let's have can view option for this M&E lead. Number three is groups and locations. By having this role, they can manage groups and locations within the organization. So let's have that under can edit option role. Then we have data access role. With the data access role, they can view, download, and edit form and case data. Let's have that. Then we have messaging specific role. With the help of this, they can configure and send alerts via SMS or email. Let's have that. And then we have APIs and application. They can access APIs and manage application with this role. And then we have reports and subscription information. So they can manage reports and subscription settings. So those were some of the key areas that you can allot to your new role. You also have some advanced options like enterprise release management, reports, web app settings, other settings. And under other settings, we have full organization access option. This is a permission which is very important for managing extensive access. Disabling it can limit the user visibility and access to specific data and settings. You can test this configuration before the implementation also. So once you have been satisfied with the exact options that you would like to give to your role, you can go ahead and click on Save button. You will see along with the other roles, you will see your role M&E lead with the access that you would like to give them. So over here, everything with the tick option is the edit and view option both, but everything with this I option is the view only option. If you want to change some settings of this role, you can go ahead, click on edit role and make the changes that you would like to make. So let's give them access to applications too and access APIs. Go ahead, save it, and then we will see those new features, new options get added to this particular role. Similarly, if you want to customize the existing roles based on your context, you can go ahead, edit the existing roles, give them extra permissions or remove the extra permissions that are there, and then save it. For deleting the roles can only be deleted if no users are assigned to them. You can reassign users before deleting a role. You can literally just go to the role that you want to delete. For example, we want to delete the read-only role. We can go ahead, click on the delete option, and then confirm the deleting process. Now you will see the role has been deleted from the list. And that's a wrap on our overview of roles and permissions in CommCare. For more detailed instructions and troubleshooting tips, visit the CommCare Help site. Thank you for watching this video.